Bloody hell! Oh, Bennett! Oh! Well, that's all right, not bleeding. Oh. Come here. Come here. Bloody daft bloody thing. Look. Look, stop hiding, will ya?
Who are you swearing at?
This bloody toe. I'm trying to cut it, won't let me. I don't know. I don't know why we have to have bloody nails. I mean, what use are they?
Well, I wouldn't want to be without mine.
Look, I'm not talking about fingernails. I'm talking about toenails, all right?
Well, what's the difference?
Oh, blimey, you'd soon see the difference. You had these growing out the end of your fingers.
I wouldn't want them growing out the end of my toes, even.
I don't know why I'd have to keep on growing. I mean, nothing else is growing on me. Everything else has stopped growing. I mean, why can't your bloody nails stop growing?
Your hair stopped growing?
Shut up. Look, what do you want anyway?
Well, I come down to see if you'd help me hang a picture up.
Oh, Gordon Bennett, look, I'm old and I'm 75 about, so I'm not a young man anymore. You want me to risk accident climbing up ladder hanging pictures?
No, you won't have accident. No, it's holy picture. It's been blessed.
Well, if it's been blessed, it should be able to hang itself, shouldn't it?
Look, you help me with the picture and I'll cut your toes.
Oh, mind what you're doing. Be careful. Where are you going?
I'm going to get my rubber gloves. You don't think I'd touch your feet without
Look, they're clean.
When did you wash them last?
I bath regular.
I mean, Christmas is regular. Do you know, I've always wondered what that awful smell was in this house. Where's that old gas mask? You got an old gas mask?
Very funny.
Come on, lift your feet up. You should take these feet to Lourdes and dip them in the water.
What good will that do?
Well, it'd make them a lot cleaner for a start. Why don't you try cutting them one at a time?
Oh, Gordon Bennett, give me patience. What do you think I'm trying to do? That's how I always cut them one at a time. How many did you cut at a time?
No, I mean, don't rush at it so
Rush?
bull-headed.
Rush? My rushing days are over, my dear. Can't even bend over to cut me bleeding toenails, can I?
Well, plan it.
Oh, plan it. Oh, God. At my age, I have to plan everything, my dear. If I'm only laying in bed, I have to plan how I'm going to get out of it. If I'm sitting in a chair, I have to plan it before I can stand up. To walk, that's another plan. To bend over, that's another plan. I have to make more plans than bloody Napoleon did when he was invading Russia. My life is one bloody big plan, innit? I have to plan things now that I could do once without even thinking about.
Where'd that go? Here, we got food out here. We don't want it going... Here, do you want this bit of toenail?
What do I want that for?
Well, sentimental reasons. It looks as though it's been with you a long time. Yeah. You can be buried together.
Get out of it. That may not be long now, anyway.
No, probably not.
Wouldn't bother you, would it?
Not if you help me hang that picture first.
Oh, well. Yeah, I won't be sorry to go, I tell you. Nothing to hang on here for, have I? It's not as though I've got any loved ones, is it?
That's true. Here, you'd last a lot longer if you helped yourself and stopped smoking that thing.
I've lasted 75 years smoking this, my dear. Anyway, what am I saving myself for? Slow starvation, that's what's staring me in the face. Bloody government. Don't give a stuff for old people that don't. You've got to fend for yourself, ain't you? Oh, yeah, save the children, save the whales, save the wildlife, save this, save that. Nothing about save the old, is there? No. If I had AIDS, they'd be having bloody concert parties for me then. Yeah. Bloody begging bowls in the streets.
How would you get AIDS?
All right. Don't be facetious. Look. After the First World War, there was hundreds and thousands of soldiers coming back with VD. Your VD killed more than the German bullets did. But they didn't have no concert parties for them. No, it was get off down to Lock Hospital, you dirty bugger. And when they got there, all they'd given was the umbrella treatment.
What's that?
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. Don't want to go into details, my dear. The little thing like a closed umbrella, see? And they poked it inside you. And then they opened it up inside and pulled it out.
Ooh.
Yeah, you may well ooh, my dear. It's bloody painful it was, too.
How'd you know? Did you...
No, I didn't. I didn't go in for that sort of thing, did I?
Never got the chance, probably.
No, I kept myself decent, didn't I?
Anyway, that's not as serious as AIDS.
Oh, isn't it? Well, if you was one of the poor buggers unlucky enough to catch it, it was bloody serious, my dear. If you didn't die from it, your bloody nose fell off, didn't it? Or other bits of you. They didn't have to tell them to have safe sex in them days. You couldn't have any sex, could you? Not with bits and pieces of you falling off all over the place.
Ooh, men.
Oh, yeah? And who do you think they catch it off of?
Well, it's only a certain type of woman.
And it's only a certain type of man, my dear.
Anyway, AIDS is different to venereal disease. I mean, venereal disease was a dirty, disgusting disease. But decent, respectable people can catch AIDS.
Oh, yeah? And what do you think these decent, respectable people was getting up to catch AIDS, eh?
Yeah, well, it's not always their fault.
Well, whose fault is it, then?
Rock Hudson caught AIDS, and there was nothing wrong with him.
Except he caught AIDS, my dear. It's not like catching a cold, you know. No, I mean, that's just my trouble. If I was foreign, they'd care for me then, all right.
Who would?
All the bloody caring people. If I had a black face...
To match your black feet?
Shut up. If I had a black face, my dear, if I was Ethiopian or Bangladeshi, Indian even, they'd care then if I didn't have enough to eat.
Listen, those poor people you're talking about are starving.
Oh, I'm starving, but nobody's getting up conscious for me, are they? All right, they're hungry, but so am I hungry. Oh, blimey. And I'm cold, too, which they are not. They don't have to worry about gas or electric or the price of bloody water.
They haven't got any water.
No, neither will we have soon. The price they're charging us for it.
Yes, but those people are facing starvation.
Well, we're facing starvation. What do you think we've got in the bloody larder here?
Yeah, but theirs is a famine.
Ours is a famine. We've got famine in this house, haven't we? What do we had to eat today, eh?
Well...
And what do we have to eat tomorrow? There's no helicopters whizzing over this house delivering food, is there? Look, my dear, I know it's hard for them. It's hard for everybody in this world. What they got to do? They've got to learn to grow things out there. I don't know why they don't move. You never make a go of that place out there. I mean, it's no good sitting moaning about it. Do what Norman Tebbit says. Get on your bike. I mean, if farming's not what you're cut out for, if you ain't got green fingers, all right, find another sort of job you can do. Anyway, it's all sand out there, isn't it? Nothing will grow in sand except bloody seaweed. Look, I've got nothing against your Ethiopians. I mean, it's not their fault they're Ethiopians, is it? They didn't ask to be born Ethiopians. I know that. And you can't choose your land or your parents, can you? I know that. And you don't blame a donkey because he's not a racehorse, do you? You don't beat it. It's not his fault he's a donkey. He didn't ask to be made a donkey, did he? It is what it is, and you can't change that. So show a bit of sympathy, that's what I'm saying. Give him a nice little cart to pull so he won't feel unwanted. Well, that is the Christian thing to do, isn't it? Oh, mind what you're bloody well doing.
Keep your foot still.
And even the Irish can grow potatoes.
So could you under these toenails. You're all talk, you are. What do you ever do out in that yard? I mean, all you've ever grown out there is a couple of sticks of mangy old rhubarb and a few weeds.
Can't help weeds, my dear.
Oh, you did. You was out there watering them till I told you what they was.
There was flowers in amongst them.
Dandelions. If you were any sort of man, you'd go out there and try and make something of that backyard. I mean, be a big help if you could grow a bit of food out there. Bit of lettuce, a few cabbages, potatoes, carrots, peas, marrows.
Oh, I can't, can I? There's a bloody hosepipe ban, isn't there?
Yeah? Well, perhaps they got hosepipe ban in Ethiopia too.
I don't know how I manage with my bill out of work. I tried to get them to bed early so I don't know they've missed a meal. Come on, in! I won't tell you again! Quick look! Here comes the bogeyman! Don't come in now, let the bogeyman have ya! Come on, Wayne.
Oh, that's mine. We will not share it. Daddy Pig, I love you. I love you, little slaves. Oh.
Hello, Mrs. Hollingberry. How is he? I see he's walking better.
Yeah, I just cut his toenails.
Oh, the things you have to do for them when they get to that age. My father's the same. Has to be helped everywhere. On and off to do his business. Rubber sheets on his bed. They're a handful, aren't they?
What leg?
The one he had off.
Oh, it was only his hip.
What, that as well? It's a miracle what they can do these days. If you can get in to see them, that is. Oh, I wonder if it's worth it at their age. Got a false one, has he? Yeah, I had an uncle got one. Had it for years, he has. Swears by it. Says it's the only part of him that don't have arthritis in it.
She talking about me? You talking about me?
Oh, he understands what you say, then. I shall have to be careful what I say, then. My father's gone back to being a baby.
I don't think he's ever stopped being one.
Do you have trouble feeding him?
Come on.
Oh, they're a problem and no one helps you with them. Now, it's hard to say it, but you're better off with the Lord takes them. Always off. Just like children, aren't they? Well, I'll leave you to catch him then. Oh! They'll scream, aren't they? No, it's a shame for them, but you have to laugh. Oh, dear.
You heard about Fred Johnson?
What?
His wife's run off with another woman.
Another woman?
That's the most cheerful I've seen him all day.
I told you that in confidence.
My lips are sealed.
I don't like spreading tales.
I told you, you can't keep that sort of thing a secret.
I've only told Alf.
Oh, well, everyone on the street will know now.
Not from me, they won't.
So, Mrs. Johnson's gone ambidextrous, is she? Run off with a lesbian, has she? Where they run off to, lesbia?
Are you going to bar them out of here?
Oh, of course they'd be barred out of here.
I don't want to sit in the same company as women like that.
They won't bother you, dear.
It's become a funny old world, though, hasn't it, Alf, eh? Men at it with men, women at it with women. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, though. If this spreads, it'll solve the population problem. Yeah. How do they perform, though? Do you know, Alf?
What you mean when they're...
At it, yes. I mean, women haven't exactly got the sort of tackle for that sort of thing, have they?
See, what they do, Michael, they, well, it ain't normal, you know.
Don't look at me.
No, it's not natural. See, I mean, well, in their way, I suppose they're a bit more like your Nancy boys.
But your Nancy boy's still got his...
He's love truncheon.
Truncheon? Ha! Well, I must say I've had a very sheltered life, and I'm no authority on the wherewithals and whatnots and what's it that some men are supposed to be armed with. But from my experience, pencil stubs are better description.
Now, look here.
Now, if Fred Johnson is no better equipped than what my Harry is, then Mrs. Johnson, she's not going to miss nothing, is she, going with Nesbitt?
Look, never mind what your Harry's got or ain't got. No lesbian can ever replace a man.
Ah! Oh, he's here. He's here.
On your own, then?
Yes.
Mrs. not with you tonight, then?
No.
Well. Where is she?
She's gone away.
Oh, yeah? Where's she gone?
She's staying with a friend.
Oh, yeah? Girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, that's all right, then, isn't it? She won't get up to no hanky-panky.
Yeah. No, the cow. I'm going to buy a gun. I'm going to bloody shoot her and shoot the pair of them. I caught her, the pair of them, on my sofa, with no clothes on, in my bed, naked, with gadgets. You bloody women. They're so bloody deceitful. This bloody girl kept coming round the house, always round the house she is, you know. Good-looking sort of girl, always very pleasant, always very friendly, you know. She, bit on the big side, but, you know, well-made, well-proportioned, with these big, firm...
Eye openers.
Yeah. I used to come home from work, there she'd be, sitting with the missus. I thought, what does she want? She seems very keen. Well, naturally, I thought it was me. I thought she fancied me. But... bloody deceitful cow! It was the missus she fancied! She was a bloody lesbian, a whore, the cow!
Try and forget it.
Don't let him play on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, don't pay no heed to the sniggerers, because there's going to be plenty of them, I can tell you.
The cow. That's it. No, that's the attitude. She spurned you, and all you can give her turned you into a figure of fun. I mean, how does that make him look? I mean to say, your wife runs off with another man. That's saying something. She runs off with another woman. That's saying something else.
Oh, there's probably nothing in it. She probably just wants someone she can tell her troubles to. I mean, that's all it is.
Troubles? What trouble's she got? I fed her, I've clothed her, I put a roof over her head.
That's it, and that's how she repays him. Runs off and sets up home with another woman.
And is living with her as man and wife. Yeah. Well, not man and wife exactly, but, well, lesbian and yes. Well, whatever they're doing it together.
I'll get a gun, I'm going to buy a gun, I'm going to go round there and I'm going to shoot them. I'm going to shoot the pair of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd be perfectly right to do it and all. And you'd get away with it, too, in a decent, civilised country.
You're church mad, she was. Religious potty. Always singing bloody hymns,
Well,
day and night.
Our sort ain't fit to be Christians.
They shouldn't be allowed to be Christians.
That's right.
No, nor your pufters.
No.
They should be banned from the church. Not allowed to parade themselves in front of the Lord.
I kept her. I paid for everything she eats, everything she wears.
And the other,
Right?
your conjugals. Don't forget about your conjugals. You paid for them too, and they don't come cheap. Yeah. She's not allowed to give your conjugal rights away to anyone else. Right. That's the law. They're sacrosanct to you.
Yeah. I don't think I won them, not from her, not after what she's done with them.
Granted, no man would.
That's not the point, is it? The point is she's not allowed to give them away to anyone else.
Especially not to another woman. I mean, that's grounds for divorce alone. Divorce her. Chuck her out without a penny.
Yeah, I'm going to, don't worry about that. She's not going to share half my property with a bloody lesbian.
I don't know the law on that.
Never mind the law, because I'll shoot her first. I mean, the things I've done for that woman. She was nothing when I married her. I had to step down to marry her. And now I've given her respect. I've given her a home.
But she wasn't happy.
Happy? Well, she should have been bloody happy. If she'd have had any sense, she'd have been happy. The cow!
I blame the yuppies. They put things in people's heads. Your yuppies and your hippies.
Yeah, well, this was a respectable neighbourhood once, wasn't it? We never had no lesbians or anything like that round here, not in the old days. Well, the odd puffter maybe, but that's just for the sailors in the docks, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I say if there's something wrong with them, something what's not normal, they should keep it to themselves.
Right. Not flaunt it in front of the rest of us.
But they don't see anything wrong with it.
No, because they got no shame.
Oh, some of them think they ought to get a medal for it.
Oh, no, I mean, well, we can't all be perfect, can we? But things like that should be kept undercover.
Yes, cover it up.
You can't pick up a newspaper, nor turn on your telly, not without having someone's sexual perversion stuffed down your throat.
Right. That's your French, isn't it?
Eh?
The frogs.
You're bloody French. They invented all them perversions, didn't they? That's why your tunnel's not a good idea. I mean, they'll be creeping through that, spreading more of your perversions, you see.
Once upon a time, it was just your sailors bought that thing in the country.
Quarantine, mate. Anyone coming in this country from abroad should have to spend 6 months in quarantine. I mean, if they take their dogs with them, that has to go into quarantine when it comes back, and he's probably behaved himself a bloody sight better than they have. That's true. This was a clean and decent country once, with clean, decent people living in it. Not anymore, though. Now any bloody foreigner can come over here, learn a smattering of language, and call himself English, and expect the same treatment as those born and bred here. And none of them any past or history worth having, none of our culture, and expect to live on equal terms with the rest of us.
Oh, shut up! Give your moaning misery mouth a rest. I'm up to here with you and your whining. I've had it all day. From morning till night, it never stops. Make me sick. Running other people down as though you were something superior. I cut his toenails, you know. I had to put rubber gloves on. Oh, I must be mad. You should see the state of his feet. They're like two mouldy black puddings and they smell as bad. They can't have seen soap and water since his poor wife died. Because I'm sure she would never have allowed him into her bed with feet like that. I mean, nobody would. And why he's so down on people with a black skin when his own feet are blacker than any that ever walked out of Africa. And blackened by dirt, not sunshine, I might add.
See what I have to put up with? Yeah, see what I've got to live with?
Well, I've had enough of him for one day, I have. I'm sorry, I'm going to sit somewhere else. Oh, here. Oh.
I want my things. I want my things out of that house.
That is my house, and I don't want you going in that house, nor her. Not that thing that you've run off with. Listen, if you were a man, I'd take you outside.
And if you was a man, she might let you.
Easy on now. Don't let her provoke you. Let her collect her things and clear off. If you want to hang on to your house and property, play it clever.
Yeah, we don't want her sort down this street.
Yeah, but she left me for a lesbian.
Yeah, don't let her provoke you. She could get a court order. She's got the law on her side. She could accuse you of brutality. Give me that. Hey, look, she could have you out of the house with no access.
Oh.
Yeah, clear off out of it. Go on, bloody
You've
pervert.
got to be the victim. Make her the villain.
Oh, yeah. All right, dear, go and collect your things.
But you've changed the lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, my dear. I just didn't want people creeping in there and stealing things while I was out.
Antagonize her.
I meant burglars.
Look, give me them keys. You pig. Oh, thank God I won't have to live with you anymore.
Yeah, so am I. Go on, just get on.
You chauvinistic swine.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, dear. Well, how did I do?
Oh, you did well. Yes,
Yeah?
let her go. Keep the house. That's the important thing.
Well, Mr. Johnson, I don't hold in with lesbians, but I still say she's entitled to half of your property.
No, nothing. It was her who left, so serve her right.
There's your belongings. And there's Mabel's keys. She's living with me now, so you can have her place. It's a squat in Poplar. There's the address. Goodbye.
You and you be the victim.
Well, you are, aren't you? You are the victim.
And you? I heard what you said about perverts. One more word out of you and I'll wipe that silly grin off your face with my fist.
Bloody lucky thing she's a woman, I'll tell you.